What is going on, everybody, and welcome to day number 2 of 31 days of Zelda Awesome Sauce, man. So now, in this particular episode, I wanted to talk about the one game. I mean, there's a lot of Legend of Zelda games I haven't played, but there's one in particular that I've always wanted to play and still haven't. And I might even do it before the new game comes out. But there's one Legend of Zelda game I've never owned nor played, but I've seen so much of. I've seen Twitch streams of, thanks to my man Shonen Jump Captain, and I already know how the game ends because I watched the entire final sequence online. And there's a lot of stuff I respect from this game, and there's a lot of stuff that I absolutely like from the concept of the game. It's kind of funny because it's the one I haven't played, but it's the one I'm so interested in, and I don't know. It's because the thing is until just recently, I didn't play a lot of like the games that came out after Majora's Mask. After Majora's Mask, I didn't play a lot of ones until just recently. So, when it comes to the Wind Waker, man, we're gonna be talking about the Wind Waker. When it comes to the Wind Waker, I played Twilight Princess because it came out just recently for the Wii U, and that was my first time playing it. Same thing with Skyward Sword. I'd never played it before and got it for the Wii. And then, of course, yeah, I think those two are the only ones, honestly. And Hyrule Warriors, of course, but I'm not really gonna count that one. But if I am counting them, those are pretty much the only three that I play. I haven't played A Link Between Worlds. All the ones, the Phantom Hourglass, a lot of them that have come out since then, I haven't really played. But I'll tell you this: when it comes to the Wind Waker, even though I haven't played it, even though I don't know when I am going to play it, it's a game I respect so much. And the reason why I respect it a lot is because I understand the risk they must have had to take in order to change the art style from what it was before, especially whenever they're just getting off a game like Majora's Mask, which is pretty damn dark. Going into the Wind Waker, a very lighthearted, adventure-esque, extremely bright, a lot of bright colors used here, and with the brand new, I know him as Toon Link, but a brand new Link. And then with Tetra as Zelda, if I have that correct, once again I haven't played the game, but as with Tetra as Zelda, and this entire brand new journey on the sea. On the sea, apparently in this world in that version of Hyrule during the Wind Waker, so the world has been engulfed in water. So that is extremely interesting to me, just off concept alone, as a person who loves adventures and, of course, pirates. As a One Piece fan. But just off premise alone, going on an adventure on this ship from different places. Like, I'm not sure exactly how the game plays out. Like, do you go to different dungeons? Are there dungeons under the sea? Under the sea, under the sea. And is there some dungeons? Like, do you go from island to island on some One Piece stuff? Like, I'm truly fascinated by it, because if it goes by, how other Legend of Zelda games have gone before, where it really heavily emphasizes on the adventure aspect and on going around and finding your way and eventually obtaining the Master Sword, getting the 3 pendants, and all that other bullshit. But of course, going into and then discovering these bosses and these dungeons on your journey to obtaining the Master Sword. What I'm curious about is how would you do it in the Wind Waker? Because that's the reason why I want to play the game so much. Not only is the art style so unique compared to the rest of the series, and I've always been drawn to it because of how bright it is and how much fun it looks like it is, and the adventure looks like a blast as well. But I'm really drawn to how going in the water and doing this would be like. Are there a lot of water-based battles to where like you would be fighting like some hydras under the water, and like how Toriko did with Area 6, like with the Whale King Moon? Like, is there a lot of water-based, or is there a lot of also land-based boss battles? Like, do I continue on this journey and then I could find like some lost city of Atlantis in the world of flipping Hyrule, right, or something like that? Because with the fantasy aspect of Legend of Zelda, there's been so many different boss battles, so many different things that we've seen in the series as far. With the Wind Waker, it truly makes me curious. what kind of boss battles would I even encounter? Where would I find these dungeons? Under the water? Where do I go from island to island on some One Piece stuff? Do I disembark, get off the boat, go onto an island and free it and save it? Like, I'm curious. I'm really, really curious on how the dynamics work in terms of the Wind Waker and how that would play out. That's the reason why I really want to get it. Now, I know it's only $20 online, or I believe even at GameStop it's only $20, so it's definitely a game I want to own one day, and I feel like I have to play the Wind Waker before I get to Breath of the Wild. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think I should without a doubt play the Wind Waker before Breath of the Wild comes out? Do you think it's where does the Wind Waker rank in terms of your favorite Zelda game? Is it up there? Do you think that it's worth me playing? I mean, I'm gonna play it eventually one day for sure, but do you think I have to play it before the Breath of the Wild comes out? In terms of the questions I had before, you could spoil. Like I said before, I already know the ending and I know a lot of the gameplay, but I haven't seen like the adventure itself. I know a lot of story aspects when it comes to the game, but not in terms of the gameplay itself. I don't really know that much. So what kind of quest do you go on in this game? It just sounds so intriguing. Going on this adventure on the sea. And it just sounds great. And going from island to island on some One Piece stuff, man, it sounds sick. Like, but other than that, as well as going island to island, I would love to like go find like some random ruins or some mountains. The classic Zelda stuff. Go under the water, have a boss battle under the water with like some ginormous Hydra, and just start going. Just like have to find some way not to suffocate under the water, going down, nailing it with arrows, having to go down this way. It's just there's so much that you can do having like boss battles out there, especially on an adventure and the sea, to where you could possibly have a lot of different locations to your disposal. Sounds like a lot of fun, man. So just let me know what you guys think about the Wind Waker. Is it definitely a game that I have to play before Breath of the Wild comes out? Because I'll pick it up and I'll definitely play it. But it's the one Zelda game that I never played, but I always wanted to, just because I always found it to just be so awesome. It's so different from the other main Zelda games, and it's definitely one that I want to play, and I plan on playing for sure. But let me know your thoughts on the Wind Waker, and have you ever played it before? And if you haven't, well, we're in the same boat. But if you have, please let me know what you guys think down below about the Wind Waker. Like I said before, I know about the ending of the game. I have seen the entire final boss battle sequence. It's flipping awesome sauce, man. I thought Twilight Princess's ending was sick, and it still is. I think Twilight Princess still might have probably the best final battle with Ganon and Ganondorf, man. Oh my god. That it's oh dude, man. It's sick, but I really like the Wind Waker's one as well, but it's just it's I mean, for God's sake, man. I don't know. But regardless, I want to play the game itself. I want to go on that adventure. But do you think that is something I should do immediately? That's my question to you guys. Have an awesome day. Thank you so much for watching Legend of Zelda Awesome Sauce. I know that it might sound blasphemous to some of you guys that never played the Wind Waker, but I got a GameCube pretty late in my thing, and my cousin wasn't really a big Legend of Zelda fan, so I didn't really he never really bought any Legend of Zelda games. So we mainly only played like Sonic, the WWE Day of Reckoning series, Need for Speed Underground, Luigi's Mansion, Super Smash Bros. Melee, a lot of the Mario games like Paper Mario and stuff like that, and Rampage Destruction. Those are the games that Sonic. He played a lot of Sonic. Those are the games that my cousin had, and my cousin had the GameCube for a long time before I got my own GameCube. So every single time that I went over there, that's mainly what I would play. And since he didn't have a lot of the Zelda, or any of the Zelda titles, that's why I didn't get to really play a lot of those until just recently. Hell, I've only just recently played Twilight Princess because it came out on the Wii U. So that's the main reason why I played the Wind Waker. And so definitely just let me know your thoughts down below on the Wind Waker, and I look forward to playing it one day though, man. It looks like a really, really fun game that I would really enjoy in terms of from an adventure aspect and from a fantasy aspect. It looks like a really, really fun. It looks like it has a lot of fun and creative boss battles as well, and dungeons. So those dungeons piss me off, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I look forward to playing the Wind Waker one day. I truly do.